What is up, you guys? It's Kimberly right here with Real Estate with my home group in Arizona. If you are looking to see what it's like living here in the Valley in Arizona at any point in time, whether you're living up north in Sedona, Flagstaff, or you're living down here in the Phoenix metropolitan area, go ahead and click subscribe to this video and click that little bell over there so you can get notifications on every time I upload a video. I'm going to be uploading them every week, Tuesday and Thursday at the same exact time, so you guys have it and you're ready to go and you can get educated about what it's like living here in the state of Arizona. I am a licensed realtor here in the Valley, and I am helping people every day move here from all over the country to live here in the state of Arizona. And if you're looking to move here, if you're just thinking about it, go ahead and take this phone number, take this email address, and give me a call, shoot me a text, shoot me an email at any point in time. I am here to serve and support you at the highest possible level and here to help you make your transition to living here in Arizona, which is gonna be amazing. You ready for this adventure? Let's do this. Top 5 cons about living in Arizona, okay? Arizona, like I said before, is a beautiful state. I am a born and raised here native. I've lived here my entire life. I did move to LA for about 4 months, and probably one of the best yet worst decisions that I've ever made, but it was an experience, and now I'm back here in Arizona and I love it. Okay, so number 1 con here in Arizona is if you're looking for green, I don't know if this is the best state for you unless you're wanting to live up north where we have pine trees and lakes and some grass. But here in Arizona we have a lot of cacti, we have a lot of dirt, and yes, tumbleweeds are real, but you don't see that like in the movies. We're not just a desert, like there's nothing there and it's gonna be rolling across the ground. You know, it's not like that. But here in Arizona, desert landscaping is a huge thing. We have very little grass, mainly because grass dies. But good thing about it, if you do like grass and you want grass in your yard, there are other alternatives. We have turf, so it's like kind of like a plastic grass that we put in our yards to make it look more lively and more green. And the good thing about this is it stays green all year round, right? The bad thing is in the summertime, when it gets up there in the 117-degree heat, it does get hot. So you want to watch your kiddos. If your kids are walking on it, if your dogs are walking on it, they can burn themselves. It could get very hot, so you want to be careful of that, okay? And another alternative is you can always switch your seeds, you know, twice a year or once a year. It's called winter rye. So in the summer, your grass just dies out. That's why if you guys come here, you see people's yards, it's just kind of dirt. They're like, well, why is it dirt? I don't understand it. But you can switch it out to have winter grass planted so that in the winter it can bloom, and redo it again so that the summer grass can bloom in the summertime. So there's alternatives to that as well if you want some green in your yard. So don't just think Arizona's completely dirt and brown and bleh, okay? We do have alternatives for that. If you're moving from a big city like New York or Oregon or like Los Angeles, just know you're gonna have to have your own vehicle if you live here in Arizona. We have very small amount of public transportation. We all, you know, if we're going out and we don't have our own vehicle, if we don't want to drive because we're going to a bar, we all use Uber or Lyft or rideshare services. Downtown in like the Tempe, Phoenix area, we do have the light rail, but they're still growing, they're still building it, it's still up in the works. It doesn't go from one part of the valley to the other. Not honestly sure if that's ever going to be a thing, mainly because there's not a huge need for public transportation here in the valley. A lot of us have our own vehicles, and that's something that you're going to have to think about when you do move here, is to get your own form of transportation. One reason why there's not such a need for, you know, a ton of public transportation is because we do have the ride sharing services, and our traffic here in Arizona is one of the best in the nation. So it's really neat. And on top of that, every single city and town has a downtown area. So it's something to think about. Definitely look into getting a vehicle and you know, mapping out what areas you want to live in and what areas you're going to be working in, so you can kind of see what your time is. I have my brain, what's the word? Commute. So you can see what your commute is going from point A to point B. Alright, so one thing that a lot of us natives just kind of like go like this with our eyes in the wintertime is we fill up fast with tourism. So much tourism here in the state of Arizona, especially in the 55 plus communities. A lot of people who live in those 55 plus communities have vacation rentals or rental homes here in the valley, so they could just come here in the winter months from where they're coming from and live here in Arizona because it's like the summer months to them. And we have a lot of just congestion. Our airports are backed up, our streets are backed up, and that's where a lot of our accidents kind of come into play, is because people come here from out of state and there's so much traffic from all of these tourists, and people don't really understand our roadways yet, don't really understand how to drive, and so on and so forth. So in those months, us natives get a little irritated. A good thing is they're only here from like October to February timeframe. And another pro is we generate here in Arizona more than $2 billion from tourism here in our state, which is really neat. It's something that helps us out a lot. Okay. One of the other things is our school system really flippin' sucks. Okay, we have one of the lowest graded school systems in the country. As far as our public schools go, we're not very good. And being someone who grew up here in the valley and went to a ton of public schools here in the valley, I can tell you firsthand that it was not the best experience. We do, however, have a ton of charter schools and a ton of private schools here in the valley. Good thing about this is, you know, the city, the state, and the county make money for some of the charter schools here in Arizona. They also get a ton of donations from families. On top of that, we also have a ton of private schools here in Arizona, like I said. In our colleges, oh my goodness, don't even get me started. We have great colleges here in the valley. We have a ton of community colleges, some of them being Glendale Community College, Phoenix College, Estrella Mountain Community College, a few of those, and there's more out there. And then we also have ASU, NAU, GCC, U of A, a lot of colleges for your kiddos to go to. And if education is important to you, go ahead and let me know. I'll be able to help direct you and your family to the right area for you guys and serve and support you in the highest possible level. One thing people, you know, they're so funny when they move here. They're like, oh, is this a desert? I'm moving there. They think that it's going to be dirty. It's going to be dirt, right? You guys, here in Arizona, we are dusty. We're dusty, yes. So people get very shocked at how dusty it is. And I don't know, for me being a native, I'm like, yeah, you're moving to the desert. We're literally the desert. So we have a ton of dust here. So if you're looking to get your car washed, a lot of us natives growing up, you know, we wouldn't get our car washed until monsoon season when it rained, and that would be our car wash. And then we would take it in and get it detailed and everything during monsoon, just because every single day there's just so much dust, and it doesn't make any sense to clean it every week. So there that is. So it's always dusty. We have these huge giant dust storms in the monsoon seasons, and they're called haboobs. Haboobs are some of our favorite things here in Arizona. They're beautiful. I sound like a crazy person because I'm saying a huge brown cloud of dust is beautiful, but they're ginormous and they look like they're from a completely different planet, and it is just, it's incredible. So if you guys have a chance to see a haboob and from a distance, not actually be in it, see it from a distance, it is one of the most cool experience that you will ever experience here living or visiting here in Arizona. All right, you guys, if you found value to this video, go ahead and comment below. Tell me what your one thing is that you're just kind of like, I don't know about. This is what I've heard about Arizona that's making you not want to visit here, making you not want to move here. I'd love to hear from you guys, and we can have a conversation in the comments below. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe this video and click that little bell. I'm going over here. I don't even know if it's going to be over here. It's probably going to be in the instruction over here, but go ahead and click that little bell so you can get a notification every single time I upload a video. And if you are moving here to Arizona, keep in mind I'm a licensed Arizona realtor, and I'm here to help you and serve and support you at the highest possible level. We have people moving here every single day, getting texts, phone calls, emails daily. So if you need anything, please reach out. I have my phone on me 24/7. It's right here. And yeah, so reach out. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you going through this whole video, and stay tuned for more. I post every Tuesday and Thursday, and I'm looking forward to giving you guys more insight on what it's like living here in our wonderful state.